evening, everyone. We are here to talk about MSME schemes and loans and how and what are the eligibility criteria, what kind of schemes are available for medium small enterprises. And we have today Mr. Sudhir Gijare, who's an expert and who will be talking about these schemes to us. So Dirji, I'll request you to introduce yourself first to the audience, and then we can go through the presentation and understand more in depth about the various loans and presentations that are sorry various loans and subsidies that are available for small and medium sized businesses. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Good evening to all. Myself, Sudhir Gijare from Deyasra Foundation. I am a mentor and business consultant in Deyasra Foundation. Basically, I am a banker. I was in State Bank of India and put in more than 41 years service and retired as a senior executive from State Bank of India. And more than 3 decades I have spent handle SME advances. For last 8 years, I am associated with Deyasra Foundation. Let me first brief you about what is this Deyasra Foundation. Deyasra Foundation is a not-for-profit Section 8 company. Deyasra Foundation is founded by Dr. Anand Deshpande, who is the chairman and CEO of Persistent Systems. Dr. Anand Deshpande and his family members, they are funding this organization as it is a not-for-profit organization. See, in India, biggest problem is getting employment. And it's really challenging day by day. So Dr. Anand Deshpande and his family members, they thought that we should try to tackle this particular problem by creating more job creators than job seekers as such. So Deyasra Foundation, it's a digital platform and more than 170,000 beneficiaries are there to whom we have given certain help. We have more than 40 templates, tools and services which you can very well avail through our platform. www.deyasra.in is our website as such. Deyasra, how this word evolved? Deshpande ka DE, Anand, Sonali, Riya and Arul, that is the abbreviation of Deyasra as such. So we are rather helping self-entrepreneurs or small businesses to set up their venture, ensure compliances, so start, grow and manage. For this, we are giving handholding support and creating ecosystem in this SMEs as such. Today, during my session, we will see important government loan schemes to SME sector. And this SME sector is classified by RBI, which is our apex bank, as a priority sector lendings. You might have heard in India, RBI has directed this priority sector lendings, which includes finance to MSME sector, export, education, and housing. First, we will try to see the definition of a MSME as such. MSME means Sukshma, Laghu, Evam, Madhyam Udyog. Sukshma means micro. उनकी परिभाषा क्या है? So investment in plant and machinery not more than 1 crore and whose annual turnover is also less than 5 crores as such. Small enterprise means a लघु उद्योग, उसमें इन्वेस्टमेंट कितना हो सकता है? तो नॉट मोर देन 10 crores in investment in plant and machinery and annual turnover not more than 50 crores as such. Then medium enterprise. Medium enterprise means a madhyam udyog. Investment in plant and machinery not more than 50 crores and annual turnover not more than 250 crores. So this is the by and large latest definition of a MSME sector. Annual turnover means Varshik Utpadan, or investment in plant and machinery, and sales turnover. These are the two criteria for classifying any business under MSME as such. Then one should know two more things before we proceed further as such. What are the main types of businesses in India? We can classify as a manufacturing sector, trading sector, and a service sector as such. As all of you know, manufacturing business means conversion of a goods or a process, and a preservation is required by using some mechanical aid, means a manufacturing sector. For example, manufacturing industrial components or even a bakery and confectionery manufacturing unit means a manufacturing as such. Then trading means sale and purchase of goods without any major change. He is like a middleman and he can even make purchase and sell in his own brand name also. Say for instance, ready-made garments or a ready packaged snacks. One can start a business of trading as such. But in case of a service is little bit different. A business that provides any kind of service and could include even a trading but not manufacturing. Say for instance, beauty salon. You can sell cosmetic products as well as you provide a service, facial service. Fashion designing, tailoring are good examples of a service sector as such. I come across recently one business. He gave a name for a business as a Sai E Tailoring. Sai E Tailoring. And he says, I will run this business on the basis of app. Centralized stitching facility will be there. And once the customer's request come, we will take a measurements at customer's home and ensure fitness of clothes. See, this is the rather difficulty of all of us. If we purchase the ready-made garments, then they are not fitting as per our liking, as per our requirement. So he wants to solve two problems. That is fitting of clothes as well as timely delivery. All of us, we are experiencing at times a delay. So that also he says, I will be able to avoid this as such. So this is about the e-tailoring activity I have recently come across as such. Then whether it is a manufacturing, trading, or a services, all units require a loan facility as such. By and large, banker gives two type of a loan facilities as such. One is for purchase of machinery, equipments, vehicles. A term loan is granted, and to meet day-to-day requirements, that is purchase of raw material, conversion of goods into semi-finished, finished, and then sell on credit also. Credit means after 45 days, I will get a delivery of the, I will deliver the goods and get the payment after 45 days. That is, I am selling the goods on credit. So for all these, I require a working capital. To meet working capital requirement, banker sanctions a cash credit limit. So banker generally sanctions two type of facility. One is a term loan, which is to be repaid by EMI and out of my profits. And cash credit is for my current assets. Current assets include my raw material, semi-finished, finished, and bills receivable. So for this, I will get a cash credit limit. Cash credit limit is a continuous facility. Suppose a banker sanctions you a 10 lakhs rupees by way of a cash credit, then there is no repayment except only you have to pay monthly interest at agreed rate. So cash credit and term loan, these are the two basic facilities banker sanctions. But suppose you want only a 2 lakhs rupees loan for a setup of a beauty parlor. Then in that case, banker may sanction you a limit as your requirements are up to 2 lakhs, composite limit. So there are three terms. One is a cash credit, another one is a term loan, or you may have a composite loan. And composite loan is to be repaid by way of EMI, suitable EMIs on agreed terms as such. So we have seen what are the types of business activities as well as what are the types of credit facilities banker sanction to applicant or a needy person as such. Then we will proceed further. Why it is special scheme for MSME as such? As we have seen, RBI has classified these loans to SMEs as a priority sector lending. Why it is a priority sector? Because there are around more than 6 crores 34, or around say we can say 6 crores 40 lakhs SME units are there as such, and they employ more than 120 million people. So lot of job opportunities are there, and they contribute more than 35% in manufacturing sector as such. Their overall contribution for export sector is also 45%. Even in rural areas, more than 20% units have been established. But real problem is, out of these 6 crores 40 lakhs units, hardly 20% units are in organized sector, and all the rest, say around 5 crores units, are in unorganized sector. They are small and they are not getting loan facilities from a banker or a financial institution so easily as such. Banker perceives a risk that I may not get my borrowed funds or loan funds as per agreed terms as such. That's why Government of India and RBI thought it fit that there should be some specialized schemes for these micro SMEs or micro and small units as such. Why loan is required as such? Suppose many times we say that I will make a moderate beginning and start my business. Means take, I will use my own funds. And by using my own funds, I will start the business. After 6-8 months, when I will get some feel that yes, I will able to run the business, then I may approach for a loan to a banker as such. So expansion of business, in case of an emergency, if I get bulk order after 6-8 months, then I may require additional funds. Then suppose already couple of years I have started and I'm self-financed. My business is self-financed. So now there is a scope for a expansion of my business activity. Then I may go for a loan. Basic purpose in any business is to manage the business activity as well as my cash flow. A proprietor or a partner, he should ensure cash flow, means I should have adequate funds to run the business activity. Many times as a banker, we get a feedback that each and every businessman is always in a liquidity crunch. Why there is a liquidity crunch? Because he is not able to manage his cash flow as such. To pay workers or to give some advances to workers who is going to his native place in Bihar, then 20,000 he may not able to spare for that. Or even I have started my venture at my home. I am giving beauty parlor related services from my home. But after some time, I want to establish and buy some gala, some shop, and then start the business in a better way as such. Then I require funds to buy machinery or even to pay my overdue suppliers. I require funds. So for all these, I will need a cash. And for this, one should go for a business loan as such. But besides this, there are a couple of reasons that one should remember all the while as such. That is about CIBIL. You might have heard about the term CIBIL. CIBIL score. CIBIL means Credit Bureau of India, and that government statutory company, they maintains all the data of all financial institutions pertaining to loans borrowed by Indian citizens. As all of you know, we have a PAN card and Aadhaar card. Based on that, once you get a loan, that will get registered with CIBIL. And based on that, CIBIL arrives at your credit history as well as your credit score. Credit score ranges from 300 to 900 marks. A banker prefers that if you score minimum 750 marks or your score is 750, then banker will give you a loan. So I should ensure whether it is my credit card loan or a EMI out of credit card or my housing loan or my personal loan or my loan against property, all loans needs to be repaid in time. If the loans are not repaid in time, your CIBIL score gets affected. And suppose couple of years you don't raise a loan, then you don't have a credit history. As a banker, I see credit history, whether you are prompt in repayment of a loan. So to build credit history, credit worthiness, हम हिंदी में बात करते हैं आपकी पर्थ एंड आईपर्थ. Banker sees your birth credit worthiness out of your score as such. even your firm, your private limited company, LLP, everybody is also getting a score, but that score is a little different than our personal score as such. So if you raise a small loan, repay in time, use credit card, pay your monthly bills in time, then you can very well build your credit history. Then at a later stage, if you want a 50 lakhs, 1 crore, 10 crores, 500 crores loan, you will get very easily because you have built a credit history. So credit worthiness is also one of the important parameter to build this score as such. Besides this, ever increasing requirements of working capital. Even many times I have come across a number of such budding entrepreneurs. They strategically initially thought that they will build rather their digital platform. Online also, they will make a lot of publicity. But for that, they require funds. And these funds are not initially, he can't able to spare. So at a later date, to meet this uh, digital marketing requirement, you can raise a loan. So these are the various smart reasons to build a credit history for all these expenses related to capex expenses. Generally, we say these are the for capital expenditure as well as working capital. Working capital, you require a loan as such. Now we will go to uh, loan schemes which are mainly for SMEs. These are the Government of India schemes and rather very popular schemes as such. Even state governments have their own schemes, but we are not covering that. And for all these schemes, at Deyasra, we help the budding entrepreneurs in their business plan preparation. That is also important. So business plan preparation as well as project report preparation, we do provide a service, and for this checklist, templates are made available on our website as such. But we don't have our own banker. Your banker is my banker as such. And we have rather prepared viable project reports which are accepted by nationalized banks, private banks, even NBFCs also. So now one by one, we will see these 4 schemes. Even though these are 4 schemes, in actual, there are in all 5 schemes because PMEGP is recently, few years back, second dose is also made available. Second tranche of finance is also made available. So in all, we are going to study 5 schemes as such. First, a Mudra scheme as such. This is a very popular scheme, and this scheme is made available by our Prime Ministers from April 2015 as such. So all kinds of manufacturing, trading, service sector activities, whether you are a proprietor or a partner, whether you are about to start or you are existing the couple of years experience in business, then you can very well think of this scheme as such. In food sector, say for instance, restaurant, hotel, fast food counter, juice center, snack center, packaged food, packaged, even a flour mill, trading in garments, even for a tourist taxi business, coaching classes in education field or even in tailoring also. Even two-wheeler, four-wheeler repairing garage activities, domestic household fabrication, industrial fabrications, running even a small nursery in a urban center, even a car decor service, plumbing, carpentry, mobile repairing, surgical equipment providers, even a drinking water supply. I have come across recently in one case, he has started a drinking water supply and selling in a 20-liter jar. Cold water in summer season is also made available. So these are the various activities are covered under Mudra as such. Please note that there is no educational criteria prescribed under the scheme as such. So whether you are 10th standard pass, you have good business experience, then you can very well avail the loan facility as such. जो कुछ भारतीय नागरिक जिसको व्यापार उद्योग करना चाहते हैं, they can very well avail the loan, and loan is up to 50 lakhs. But that is divided into three. Shishu loan up to 50,000, Kishore loan up to 50,000 to 5 lakhs, and Tarun up to 10 lakhs. But there is no subsidy element as such. Applicant has to contribute 25%, except in case of a Shishu, because loan amount is 50,000 only. So there is no margin as such. And maximum tenure of the loan is up to 7 years, and loan is for to purchase asset or to run your unit to meet the working capital requirements which are seen by way of a cash credit limit is sanctioned. So these are the basic salient features of a Mudra scheme as such. Rate of interest is decided on by the individual bank as such, and it is as per their MCLR. What is this MCLR? Individual banks' marginal cost of funds of lending. Marginal cost of funds lending rate means MCLR as such. And this MCLR depends on each bank's cost of funds, cash reserve ratio, operating cost, etc. Hence, each bank's deposit advances position is different. That's why MCLR by and large ranges from 11% to 12%. We can say Mudra loan one can avail at say 11 to 12%. Remember, here there is no collateral security is required, only primary security. Let me explain you what is I mean a primary security and a collateral security. Primary security means assets created out of loan amount as such, loan sanction. Suppose I want to purchase two sewing machines, heavy duty sewing machines, and I require 50,000 loan for running my tailoring shop. Then these two tailoring machines which I have purchased, this will be charged to the banker by way of a hypothecation charge. I am using little different terms. Hypothecation means nothing but a charge. Banker charge will be there, and that charge will be also indirect charge. Machines will be in a possession of that proprietress, but banker's charge will be there as such. So suppose I am running this, that lady is running this business for last couple of years and she is having only one machine. So existing one machine is also charged to the banker. So banker has a 3 sewing machines as a security as such. But banker will not insist any type of additional security by way of a third party guarantee, or not only third party guarantee or any other tangible collateral. I mean tangible collateral means suppose that lady and her husband, they are having a own flat. So bank will not ask or any additional security. Assets which are existing and not created out of bank loan means a collateral security. A small definition we can very well say like this. So primary means assets created out of bank finance. That will be the security as such. Uh, Few banks have provided the online submission of loan facility, but by and large, one has to approach the banker for seeking a loan from a bank as such. Let me share with you that Shishu loan application, which is Shishu means up to 50,000. It's only one page loan application form as such. And if it is a Kishore and Tarun, 3-page loan application form is there. But if the loan amount is more than 2 lakhs, up to 10 lakhs, then you require some additional data by way of a project report. And for this, Dayasra is there to help you or guide you as such. What about the turnaround time? We call it as a TAT, TAT, TAT. Around 7 to 10 working days, if you submit all the papers means your PAN card, Aadhaar card, your Udyami registration or MSME registration. If it is a rented premises, then rent agreement ki copy, and that is a valid rent agreement. Even your shop act, these papers are required, and banker will have an interaction with you, a detailed interaction. He may even visit your shop, and based on that, banker will take a final decision as such. Main nodal agency is a Mudra Limited. It's also Section 8 company, which provides a refinance, as well as bankers get insurance cover separately for these loans as such. This is a very popular scheme, and it has gained a lot of very good response as such. Then we will see a Stand Up India. This is the another loan scheme, and this scheme is also initiative announced by our Honorable PM on 15th August 2015 as such. Main objective of this scheme is, as such, is to facilitate bank loans about 10 lakhs, that is above Mudra, up to 1 crore, to SC/ST borrowers or to women entrepreneurs or women borrowers in non-individual enterprises where 51% share holding and controlling interest is by women as such. So 51% stake by a woman, whether it is an SC/ST enterprises, they are eligible to get a loan as such. Here, greenfield projects, this particular terminology, here greenfield enterprises means altogether new enterprises. And as their proprietors are new to business, a handholding support is also provided under the scheme as such. Here we say scheme provides ecosystem to give handholding support. This scheme is monitored by NABARD and SIDBI. These are the apex institution in India as such. There is no subsidy element, but margin is reduced, and at 15% you will get a loan. That means out of 100 rupees loan, you will get 85% loan as such, and 15% you have to raise your margin as such. And maximum tenure of the loan is around 7 years, and startup periods means you will start repaying your loan after initial startup period. We call it as a gestation period up to 18 months. That is 1.5 years as such. The scheme endeavors to create ecosystem through SIDBI and NABARD or even a DIC or lead district bank. And idea is to give a hand-holding support about skill development, entrepreneur mindset. A lot of inputs will be given, and these, on the basis of this, entrepreneur will be well equipped to for a competition, because once he start the business, then he will have to manage the competition as such. Then what are the activities? Agri-allied activities are also covered under this. Uh, so manufacturing, services, agri-allied activity, trading, all are covered under this. Means, say, for example, setting up a machine shop for machining auto spare parts, or setting up a supply of stationary cleansing material, industrial spare parts through my website, or even agriculture allied activities like pisciculture, beekeeping, poultry, livestock, agri-business centers, or agri produce like a food and agro processing units. These are all covered, these activities are covered under this Stand Up India scheme as such. Rate of interest depends upon a bank's MCLR, and it is in the range of say 11 to 13%. These we have seen about these greenfield enterprises or agri-allied activities. Security is the primary security over. Primary security means assets created out of bank finance only will be rather taken as a security that will be hypothecated to bank as such. But suppose if you have purchased a shop for setting up of your say agri allied trading, agricultural equipments and other things as such, then in that case, that shop which we have purchased out of bank finance will be mortgaged to the bank as such. Bank will create a mortgage charge, equitable mortgage charge over these assets as such. Government of India has provided a separate portal, and standupmitra.in is the website, and you can very well file your all the details application through this website. But friends, for this you require to have a project report, and we will help you in finalizing your business plan as well as your project report as such. Nodal agencies are SIDBI and NABARD as such. Then we will see what are the ecosystem. I have made a reference that scheme has made an endeavor to create an ecosystem. First important ecosystem is a Rural Self-Employment Training Institute. We call it as a RCT. These institutes are established and managed by different banks. Around 37 banks all over India has 590 RCTs to train the applicants under Stand Up India or even say PMEGP scheme as such. These institutes provide training, mindset training, entrepreneurial abilities, so that identified unemployed youth will easily sell and start his business as such. So vocational training institutes, MSME development institutes, SC/ST development state level institute, financial corporations, DIC, District Industry Center, Dalit India Chamber of Commerce Industry Centers, skilling centers, women entrepreneur associations, non-for-profit institutions. These institutes through SIDBI and NABARD connect to the different branches of banks, and through them you get a loan as such. This is in nutshell about Stand Up India. I am using different words, Stand Up India and Startup India. You friends, you may be familiar with Startup India. So Startup India is different and Stand Up India is different. We have seen who can apply for a loan under Stand Up India. Startup India main aim is to boost innovative and technology lead enterprises as such. And these Startup India projects are registered with DIPP, that is Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion, Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Startup India angel investors or VC investors, they expect exponential growth prospects. Rather, a very popular example of a startup is Uber. Or we also have n number of startup which are very famous. You might be, my few friends might be viewing this Shark India 2 on your TV. This show is going on very, I have a lot of interest in seeing or viewing this Shark India 2 episodes as such. So this is in nutshell about Stand Up India. Stand Up India, you have an ecosystem. You can very well avail the benefit of this ecosystem. Training tenure is 1 week to 6 weeks training is provided. But friends, these training are provided at cost. That means you have to pay fee for that as such. But these are very reasonable fees which equip you to become a successful entrepreneur as such. This is in nutshell about the Stand Up India. Now we will see another very important scheme, Prime Minister Employment Generation Program, PMEGP. This is the only scheme under which one can very well get a subsidy component from a government of India. So government of India provides subsidy for the eligible candidates, entrepreneurs for this scheme as such. For a manufacturing sector, loan up to 50 lakhs is sanctioned, and for a service sector, 20 lakhs is the manufacturing, is the maximum limit as such. For this also, good number of cases we have handled. Say for instance, collection of a milk in a rural area and processing of milk. Say for instance, milk collection, milk transport, milk product processing, and various other usual activities that one can very well think of starting a venture under PMEGP as such. But this manufacturing sector, 50 lakhs is the credit limit. So cost of land is excluded. One will not get a loan against or purchase of a plot of land. So what will be considered? The equipment, machinery, working capital loan, whether it is a manufacturing or service sector, that will be covered under this PMEGP scheme as such. Subsidies available from 15% to 35% of the project cost. Projects up to 50 lakhs and manufacturing, this is manufacturing, and 20 lakhs for service sector. We will see this subsidy component and breakup of from 15 to 35% in next couple of slides. But for general category, in urban center, you will get 15% subsidy and for a rural center, you will get 25% for a subsidy for a general category as such. So your location of project or unit is divided in urban and rural center, and based on that, subsidy component percentage is decided. But for special categories such as SC/ST, women entrepreneurs, or minorities, ex-servicemen, transgender, aspirational districts, few difficult districts have been identified in each state, whether it is a progressive state or a backward state, or northeast region. Margin money by way of a subsidy up to 35% in rural area and 25% in urban area is given under the scheme as such. Means indirectly one can start the business by contributing 10% of the project cost for a general category and 5% project cost for a special category, that is SC/ST, OBC, and so on and so forth, up to Northeast region beneficiaries as such. Tenure of the loan maximum up to 3 years. This is about the how much margin money by way of a subsidy you will able to get as such. Beneficiary, one is, if he is the general category, then 10%, 15% in urban center he will get, 25% subsidy he will get in the rural area as such. Special category, then only 5% margin money or a contribution. Why this stake is important? Unless and until you have some monetary stake, you will not take an interest in this venture as such. Friends, remember, Government of India has provided this subsidy, which is a back-ended. Back-ended means if you run your venture for 3 years successfully and repay the loan as per agreed terms, then you will get this subsidy. Otherwise, because subsidy will be held by the banker will sanction you a 90 rupees loan or 95 rupees loan out of 100. And this subsidy component will be held with the banker. On that amount will be kept in a fixed deposit in your name. And interest thereof will be also credited to your loan account. And banker will give you 95 rupees or 90 rupees as a loan, and on that interest will be charged to you as such. We will see about the last footnote by way of a separate slide as such very soon. Rate of interest as determined by the banker under MCLR, it ranges around 12 to 13%. No additional security is expected by the banker or will not be insisted upon. Only assets created out of bank finance will be hypothecated to the bank. Online, you can submit this loan application to this, and nodal agency for this scheme is a KVIC or a state KVIB centers, or at state level through DIC. At DIC, there is a task force committee meeting, and task force first take an interview of the applicant under this PMEGP. Then viable loan applications will be forwarded to the banker, and then banker will sanction a loan on their terms, and then they will inform DIC. Then they will sanction a subsidy, and that subsidy amount will be held with a banker. It will not be released to you. So that's why it is called as a back-end subsidy as such. This subsidy is not available instantly to you. This will be made available to you after 3 years successfully managing the business as such. We have seen that there was a footnote in earlier slide. After 3 years, existing units, they will also get additional benefit under PMEGP. That we are going to see in a next slide as such. Sorry. That is known as a second loan for upgradation of existing PMEGP or Mudra units. Means suppose up to 10 lakhs, you have taken a loan under Mudra scheme and now you want to expand and go for say loan up to 25 lakhs or say 75 lakhs for a manufacturing. Then in such a cases, second loan application will be considered under PMEGP as such. So maximum cost of project after running your venture, you will able to upgrade and apply for a loan, and loan project cost up to 1 crore in case of a manufacturing, and for service sector or trading sector it is up to 25 lakhs. All existing units financed under PMEGP Mudra are eligible for this loan. First loan avail has been repaid in stipulated time. That is the precondition as such, naturally. Even for a PMEGP EDP program, that is the Entrepreneurial Development Program, is mandatory. One has to undergo that program so that you will able to manage the business efficiently as such. Even for this, you can apply the loan on online basis. The portal reference is also given. Here, maximum subsidy component is limited up to 15% of your project cost. Suppose 1 crore is the project cost, then you will get 15 lakhs as an additional gift or a subsidy from a government as such. And in case of a northeast or hilly areas, component is up to 20%. And balance amount will be given by the banker as a loan. But remember, by that time, you will have a 3 years your performance with a banker. I mean, performance means your balance sheet, profit and loss statement for previous 3 years are available with a banker. That also will be viewed, and that will also compared by the banker that you are running the activity on a sound professional grounds as such, or a sound profitable grounds as such. Then your loan application will be considered by the banker favorably. This is about the second loan scheme under PMEGP or a Mudra as such. Then there is one more scheme. This is the last scheme, friends. And here loan component is sanctioned up to 2 crores. Initially, Mudra scheme up to 10 lakhs. Then Stand Up India is up from 10 lakhs to 1 crore. Then we have seen a PMEGP scheme. Their loan component ranges from say 25 lakhs and 40 lakhs as such. But if the loan amount is your requirement is much more, then credit guarantee CGT MSC scheme is there. See, I want to make one more thing clear over here. Maximum loan sanction to a viable manufacturing, trading or a service units is up to 2 crores. Beneficiary will get a loan up to 2 crores, but without any collateral, without any third-party guarantee, banker will not insist. What banker does, or what arrangement Government of India through CGT MSC has done, they have taken an insurance cover of your loan from CGT MSE as such. Insurance cover means suppose there is a default in running the business activity, then banker will get covered reimbursement to certain extent under this scheme as such. You will not rather come to know details about the insurance and other things, but for your clarification sake, I am going to share with you some more additional details. So insurance covered is provided by CGTMSC. All viable business activities up to 2 crores for a youngsters, whether it is a budding entrepreneur or an existing entrepreneur, he will get loan up to 2 crores. Margin stipulated is 25% and maximum tenure of the loan will be 7 years as such. Rate of interest is as per bank's MCLR, that is in the range of 12 to 13%. But besides this, friends, bankers also charge annual guarantee fee, and which ranges from 1% to 2%. I have just shared with you that banker is going to rather take an insurance cover. For this insurance cover, guarantee fee is charged. So guarantee fee is charged once in a year and interest is charged monthly, and based on your limit, guarantee fee will be recovered as such. But because of this loan is covered under CGT MSE, no separate collateral cover will be asked for, insisted upon by the banker. Facility of online submission is very much available because there is a web link, and through this you can very well avail or apply for a loan as such. CGT MSE has established a separate nodal agency for this as such, and that is known as a Credit Guarantee Trust for micro and small enterprise as such. Scheme is ultimately managed by this trust as such. Under this scheme, guarantee cover means in case of a default, guarantee cover is available to a lending banker, which ranges from 50% to 75% or 80 to 85% of the sanction amount. Suppose they have divided this guarantee cover into 3 parts. That is loans up to 5 lakhs, 5 lakhs to 50,000, and from 50 lakhs to 2 crores as such, or 200 lakhs. And suppose for micro units, बहुत सूक्ष्म जो बोलते हैं, ऐसे छोटे यूनिट्स को लोन दिया है up to 5 lakhs, then 85% of the default will be reimbursed to the banker in case of a default as such. But for women entrepreneurs are also up to 80-85% default is reimbursed to the banker as such. Same is the case with the Northeast sector. For Northeast also 85% cover is made available as such. But up to certain amount as such, naturally. And suppose up to 200 lakhs, 75% of the default, maximum 1.5 crore reimbursement, if there is a default, will be made available by this institution as such. That is a CJT MSE as such. So this is in nutshell about the this CGT MSE scheme as such. So according to me, to start any new venture, what is required, that your idea, your passion for starting new thing, new products, that is more important. Your charming personality or age doesn't matter, but your physical fitness, mental fitness, your communication, confidence, decision making ability, how you take rather a banker during the course of interaction, that you are well versed with your unit. These are rather more important than other things as such. So just like say uh, your risk taking ability, your leadership qualities, your positive attitude, approach, knowledge about the business, your experience, your family background. Are you introvert or extrovert? These all things are important, and these are rather going to test when you are going to manage the units as such. We provide a lot of services, but relevant services I have made a reference over here. That is a funding proposal creation service, funding readiness tool, business listing. These services you can very well view and avail of as such. Besides this, even a business planning or a mentor consultancy and various other services are available. My request to you that you do visit our website. More than 20 tools, templates freely available on our website, that also you can view and avail of when you are going to start your venture as such. There is a one more request, that we have a magazine known as a E-Yashasvi Udyojak. This is also online magazine available on your WhatsApp or email as such. You can very well take this QR code, and this magazine is available not only in Marathi but Hindi and English also. There is one very important column in that e-magazine, that is Ask Anand. So you can very well raise your question, difficulty, and seek advices from Dr. Anand Deshpande. To that extent, he takes an interest in Deyasra Foundation or managing this Yashasvi Udyojak magazine. So whether you want or you intend to start the business or you are in a business, you do avail this E-Yashasvi Udyojak facility. This magazine you can very well avail on your mobile, on a WhatsApp as such, and get benefited as such. With this, I will stop over here. These are the various references of our contacts. On our mobile, even if you give a missed call, we will come back to you and ascertain your details as such. Thank you very much.